Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going after one of life's biggest questions. How do you actually build a happy life? You know, we're all told to chase success, but what if that whole rulebook is just wrong? We're gonna dig into a practical path to happiness, one that dusts off some ancient wisdom for our totally modern world. So let's just be real for a minute. Have you ever busted your butt to reach a goal, one you were sure would make you happy? And when you got there, the feeling just evaporated. You got the bigger paycheck, the new title, the applause, but that deep, lasting sense of fulfillment, nowhere to be found. Hey, if that sounds like you are in very, very good company. The problem isn't a flaw in you. It's that we're all kind of taught to run this race where the finish line just keeps moving further away. The real fix begins when you realize you've just been looking in all the wrong places. And this brings us to what some people call the happiness paradox. Let's unpack exactly why the very things society screams at us to chase so often leave us feeling, well, pretty empty. This right here, this is the heart of the issue. And author Arthur Brooks just nails it. It's not that money, power, and pleasure are inherently evil, not at all. But when you make them the goal of your life, they become, as he calls them, underperforming assets. They promise you the world, but the return on investment for your happiness is just shockingly low. Okay, so if the usual goals are a bust, what's the alternative? Well, to find the answer, we're going to look back at two incredibly powerful schools of thought from ancient Greece. And don't worry, this isn't some dusty history lesson. This is the blueprint for a better way to live right now. So on one side, you've got the Epicureans. Their main goal was joy, but not like wild parties. They focused on maximizing happiness by getting rid of pain and anxiety and just enjoying the calm company of good friends. And on the other side, you've got the Stoics. They were all about building an unbreakable character and learning to accept the things you simply cannot change. Now, this word, eudaimonia, this is so important. It's the North Star for the Stoics. It's not about that fleeting feeling of pleasure. It's a much deeper happiness that comes from living a life of purpose, of virtue, from striving to become the absolute best version of yourself. It's the difference between just feeling good and actually being good. The philosopher Epictetus just lays out the Stoic mindset so perfectly here. He's saying that real peace doesn't come from trying to force the world to fit your desires. No, it comes from mastering your reaction to the world. It's about putting all your energy into the one thing you actually have 100% control over, your own mind. And here's the real breakthrough, the big aha moment. You don't have to pick a side. You don't have to be a gloomy Stoic or a party time Epicurean. The real magic happens when you bring them together. You use that Stoic strength to handle life's inevitable curveballs, and you use that Epicurean appreciation to savor life's simple joys. Now, this idea of combining the two isn't just a cool theory. Arthur Brooks actually boils it all down into a super practical framework. 3 simple, powerful rules for building real, lasting joy. And here they are. It's a 3-step process. First, you have to consciously let go of those empty promises, the stuff that just doesn't deliver. Second, you got to take radical ownership of your own mind, because happiness is a total inside job. And third, you dedicate your life's work to what you're truly about, to your highest potential. This thought from Marcus Aurelius, who was, by the way, the emperor of Rome, it perfectly captures that second rule. The source of all goodness, of contentment, of real strength, it is not out there somewhere waiting for you to find it. It's already inside you. You just have to learn how to tap into it. All right, so if rule number 1 is to give up the empty calories of fame and fortune, what are we supposed to replace them with? Well, that leads us to this brilliant analogy, the 4 macronutrients of a truly happy life. Seriously, think about it just like a healthy diet. You can't survive on junk food and sugar, right? You need your protein, your healthy fats, your complex carbs. Well, it's the exact same for happiness. A good life needs a balanced diet of things that actually nourish your soul. These are the big 4, the things that truly feed us. A faith or a life philosophy gives you your why, your purpose. Strong family bonds give you that sense of unconditional belonging. Real, authentic friendships give you a tribe where you can just be yourself. And meaningful work? That's about using your unique talents to serve other people. This is the stuff that builds a life of real substance. Look, philosophy is awesome, but it's pretty useless if it just stays in your head. So for this last section, we're getting super practical. We're talking about concrete daily habits you can start doing like tomorrow morning to put all of this wisdom into action. This is your daily happiness toolkit. It's simple, but man, is it powerful. Move your body and read something every day. Break down your scariest goals into tiny chunks you can handle today. Actively practice humility. Turns out it's a huge anxiety killer. And finally, carve out a little bit of time each day to just think about the big picture. I really want to pause on this idea of humility because it's so opposite of what our culture usually teaches. St. Augustine basically said it's the foundation of everything else. And why is that? Well, because humility is what opens you up. It opens you to learning, to connecting with people, and to seeing the world as it actually is, not just how you wish it was. The Stoic philosopher Seneca actually had a system for this. Every single night, he'd ask himself these 2 questions. And listen, this isn't about beating yourself up. It's a commitment to this incredible idea of constant, gentle, 1% improvement day after day. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I'm going to leave you with a direct challenge. We've talked about a lot. Ancient Greeks, modern thinkers, daily habits. But knowledge is just potential. The real question is, what are you going to do with it? Looking at everything we've covered, what is the one small practice you're going to commit to starting today?